After a close call in part 1, I am still vulnerable. About 10 minutes into this level, there's still cores floating near the exit. In part 2 of the Defense Grid Gold Lockdown level macro review and walkthrough. This is about the time when I start building what I call the kill zone on the left side of the level there, as I'm going to trap enemies between those two obstacles and cut them to shreds with crossfire. I just built my temporal device, which is extremely important because that will slow down enemies as they're rounding that kill zone area, allowing the guns that I build to pound them for a longer period of time. On the left side of the screen I have one level 3, a red gun turret, which is extremely powerful, extremely expensive, but if you're going to have one gun hit enemies constantly, it's worth the upgrade. Always keep in mind, level 1 turrets are only for directing traffic. They are useless when trying to destroy enemies. Now a level 1 cannon is still effective, but level 1 gun turrets, the machine gun turrets, are like using harsh words on enemies. I find that when playing Defense Grid, I focus a lot of my strategy on the middle of the playing field. But one thing to keep in mind is that if you strengthen the very beginning of your defenses, like right when they come onto the screen, if you hit them hard, you're going to weaken them so the rest of your guns destroy them as they make their way through the level. It's always nice to break them down a bit early if you can, but trap them in the middle and put one of those temporal devices somewhere where they're rounding a corner so that they really slow down and then just blow the crap out of them. Some of the levels in Defense Grid give you more options on how to build a path for the enemies to walk. This particular level is pretty straightforward. You've only got 2 or 3 different choices, really. There's not that many places to stick gun turrets. So use common sense when playing this one. Just make them go as long as they can. Make their journey as long as possible. What's hard about this level, what makes it the most challenging level, I think at least on the Awakening campaign, is that it's all about what kind of gun turrets you use and the strategy when placing and upgrading them. From here on out, it's going to be easier than it was at the beginning because I've got some extremely powerful guns early in my defenses, which break down the enemies and allow the rest of the guns to beat them into the ground and destroy them. Also, I have not spent on air defenses. You don't want to forget the aerial attacks, but if you put a whole bunch of cannons on one side of the screen where the enemy air power is going to fly, they'll take care of them. know you're doing a good job if you've got a pack of level 2 gun turrets, the cannons. Level 2 cannons will take down quite a bit, and a level 3 cannon is extremely expensive at 800 resource points over a level 2. But they'll wipe out shields and bring down big enemies with no problem. At this point, you see that enemies aren't even making it to the cores. That's where you want to be. You don't want to be playing defense constantly. It's fun to play offense in defense grid. Wiping out your enemies before they even see the cores. Before they even know what they're doing. Give them the finger.
Take those things out.
The enemy air attacks start to get a bit stronger. To compensate, I'll spend on one more missile launcher since my ground defenses seem to be doing a good job. But I don't want to overspend because I need to end this level with 7,000 or 8,000 additional resource points to earn that gold star. We'll watch the thrilling conclusion to this level review in part 3 with the biggest enemies, the biggest guns, and an eventual gold medal in Defense Grid Lockdown.